This is Andy, and I guess we're back with another one of these episodes, just being able to chat with couples whose weddings I've shot. And so tonight we've got Jackie and Dan, whose wedding I just shot, what, six months ago? 7 months?
Not even. It was September. So
September? Okay. So
well
like
over
four.
4 months ago. Yeah.
Awesome. Cool. Well, obviously it was an incredible wedding. It was one of my favorites from last year for sure. And over at Legacy Lookout at Foxhall Resort. And so, yeah, I just wanted to give you guys a chance to kind of talk through 5 of your favorite images that we were able to capture during your wedding day and why those 5 are so special to you guys.
Sure.
Thanks for chatting with us. It's good to see you again.
It was one of my favorite weddings too.
Yeah.
I would hope so.
Mm-hmm. So I guess the first picture, sorry, I've got them here on my phone, so I remember which ones we're talking about.
Yeah, I've got them pulled up here as well.
Okay. So one of my favorites, and really the whole series of this moment, was the first look. At first we were kind of wondering whether or not we wanted to do one, but we're really glad we did.
Yeah.
I thought I would be the mess on the wedding day, especially with the first look.
Yeah.
And Andy, you tried to warn me before I walked out there. You're like, he's a little emotional. I was like, oh, me too. And then the waterworks were unreal. So I love the photo of after like all the tears, and that's just like, we're so happy. It was such a fun moment.
Yeah.
And you really captured the emotion so well.
Well, maybe I'll
cry.
Like he's not at all.
That's the thing. That was like really the first time she's ever seen me cry.
Yeah. It was a lot.
And I think I cried more on that day than I have in the previous 30 years of my life.
Well, I remember it was that during that moment, then also during the ceremony, you're like, what is happening to me? Well, and I just appreciate like in that moment when I walked out there too, right before you guys saw each other and before Jackie came out, you know, I'm like, Dan, how you doing? And I mean, it just started, coming. And so I was like, I felt bad for a second, but I'm like, hey, I think I even told you, like, I need to capture this. Like, you're going to want to remember this. And I just snapped a couple quick shots of you, awkwardly just standing there crying by yourself. But hopefully even that shot in and of itself, is like a cool memory of, man, that was right before the first look. And so I'm like, hey, hold that for 1 second. I'm going to go ahead and capture this. So that was awesome. Mm-hmm. All right. What about some of the others?
So there's one of us at the end of the ceremony. We're walking out. And it was just such like a happy moment. And, we were walking, we're smiling, we're saying hi to everybody, but just at one point, like unrehearsed, we just looked at each other and just went in for this really dramatic kiss that I don't even remember happening. And then we got the photos back. I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
It's such a cool shot. We got all of our friends on the sides and we just loved it because it was such an authentic, like, celebration of what just happened. Hi, Rowd.
Yeah.
Rowdy just came to say hi.
Yeah, you can't see.
You can't.
I just see the nose like peeking up.
Yeah. So we love that one.
Cool.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Everybody was just so happy, and you could see everybody's face in the background. It was kind of unexpected.
Yeah.
But it was awesome.
Yeah. Well, and then obviously one of the shots kind of going earlier in the day was one of your favorite detail shots. Tell them about that one.
So the shot is of the bottom of my shoes that I wore. And at some point, I guess Dan had stolen them without me knowing and wrote a really sweet note on the bottom. The shot was actually taken before I'd seen them. And Dan also on the wedding day, like, went above and beyond with the gifts, like wrote all these really sweet letters. And like I opened them with all the girls before we got hair and makeup done. We were all just like waterworks all morning and thought that was done. And we got all the hair and makeup done. I was in my dress, got into the bridal suite, and then opened my shoes, and I was just like, not again. Wept, and everybody was like crying. Your
Cried
mom.
for all those things, but not when you first saw me.
I was so shocked to hear crying so much. But I love that shot. Just remembering the reaction that I had when I opened them, and just I was like, when did he do this? How did he do this? How did I not notice?
Yeah.
I was packing up all my stuff. It's just really sweet, and I love the shot of this.
Yeah, that was one of the coolest parts. I mean,
sneak things around or
might not be the most observant.
Yeah. Well, obviously outside of, the killer sunset and just all those, golden hour type portraits and stuff, the details and just the thought that both of you, I felt like put into all the gifts and stuff. It was just one of those days where you guys could tell that you were just genuinely excited to get married. It was like your wedding day, and not saying that not everybody's like that, but I don't know. It was just like super extra special to the two of you. And so that's what made it so fun being able to capture that, and help tell y'all's story that day. So moving on, like I was saying with the sunset and all that kind of stuff, obviously you surprised him. So you surprised him with this vintage Bronco, which, that could be another shot that I throw in here for people to check out as well. But we then drove it down to the field during sunset. And I know that was one of your favorite shots too. Why was that?
So the shot that we're talking about, I love that you were able to capture like all the landscape, and we're not really the focus of it, which is what I really like about it. The sky was amazing. The setting was amazing. It was just a really fun memory to think back on because getting down there was a challenge, and it was just really fun. It was like such a fun moment after the ceremony. We're all relaxed, and then Dan trying to drive this Bronco down to this field. It was just so much fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really cool. When you look back at it, you're just like, is that even real? Like, where are we? How did we do this?
Yeah.
But, it's just unbelievable. And it made the memories of it all that much better.
Yeah.
And those ones in the field there, because everybody else was at cocktail hour during that time. It was like, where were you guys? Like, when did that happen? Like,
yeah.
Didn't even notice that was going on. They were all up there. So it was super cool.
Awesome. Well, the last shot you guys tossed over to me here was the one during y'all's first dance.
Oh, you want to talk about this one since I've talked about every one?
Well, this first dance, we must have rehearsed like 30 times, on Friday nights, on Monday nights, after dinner, before bed, whenever.
First dance date night.
Yeah.
One day the power went out and we practiced it like all night.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yep.
Yeah.
We had all that rain. And again, I think it was just kind of, it shows a lot of the emotion of the day. Our song was super untraditional, but it meant so much to us. And I think just the look on our faces just kind of describes how we felt about the day, which was kind of how we felt about all the other pictures too. It was just kind of, they weren't set up. They weren't, like the photo machine of all the family coming through. It was just kind of the raw emotion. And it was just having such a good time.
Yeah. That's awesome. Well, any final words or anything about any of these shots or anything that you wanted to add?
Yeah. So there's one other one that I just love so much. And it is the one of me and my dad during the reception. He got up there and gave a speech. My dad likes to do stand-up comedy at really inappropriate times.
Like the rehearsal.
Like the rehearsal dinner, which he did the night before.
Yeah.
And so I was watching him like a hawk. Like I was like, Dad, please, just not now, not at the wedding. And he seemed like he was about to start, and I was like ready to pounce on him. And he stops and he starts to drop the mic, and you just got a great photo of it in my face. I was just like,
yeah, I thought for sure he was going to drop it onto the floor. You're like, you can't do that.
No jokes and no dropping the mic. So that was just like the perfect capture of me and my dad's relationship. Like he's always trying to push it, and I'm always trying to tell him what he can and can't do. So it was such a great capture. We loved it.
Awesome. Well, hey, thanks again so much just for, being willing to do this, but also just for allowing me to serve you guys from your engagement shoot all the way to your wedding day. So, it was just awesome to be able to serve you guys and help tell your story. So thanks so much.
Of course. Thank you.
All right.
Amazing.
Cool. Thanks.